Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Sri Ram Gura Guruji Guru Maharaj all glories for the glory you're living in, all glories for the glory you're giving us. Hare Krishna Namaste Guru Guruji, all glories to you, all glories to the Spirit, all glories to truth of Krishna. All glories to what you're giving, all glories to why you're living, all glories to why you came to the world. All glories to the order of God. all glories to the revelation, the new chance for the Jesus. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Guru Maharaj Ji gave the living mantra. Guru Maharaj Ji gives the active mantra. The mantra that works and connects you with the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Janaki, and evil, and young, and funny, always the same guys who are gone, same devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Sri Ram Gaura Hare, Sri Ram Hare Nath Gaura, Guru Maharaj brings me to another land, another sea. Guru Maharaj, you give me all kinds of experiences. Impossible to tell the world the beauty that you're giving, because there are no material words for it. Hare Krishna is all I can say. Thank you is all I can show. Thank you so much for the spiritual life. Thank you so much for the spiritual sky. Oh, what a beautiful life. What a beautiful singing in Fernando, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Guru Eternal Master, Master of the Spirit, Master of the Truth. There is nobody else who has the power you have. Nobody preaches like you do. You're completely empowered. You speak the word of God. Namaste, Guru Maharaj. I surrender to you. I have so much joy at your lotus feet. The changes lives completely. Brings us back to God. Brings God back to us. Dancing with the Lord, all those different dances, all those real experiences. God is not only place, although He has so many jewels to give. Just discover it. Stay close. Stay close under the wings of Guru Maharaj Goya Haridas. That's the only way to fly high and high, higher in the sky of spirit and trust. And God to God, encounter and see Him, and feel Him and touch Him from chest to chest. Beautiful loving exchanges with all who is living of my Lord's right side. All those saints are my friends now because they are my guru's friends, his advisors. They live in the same cloud of happiness, cloud of knowledge, cloud of love and light. Oh, Christ, the only one, the beautiful one, Sri Haridas. He is the chosen one, the power to speak for you, to forgive you. They will embrace you in your bed like a shepherd. Just follow like a sheep, not like a goat. It just follow. Trust Him, He's a power. He knows better. He's connected. All there is to my master, eternal master, forever and ever. The glory is all, glory is to the glory that He gave me. Hallelujah, 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 for my master. There is nobody on the earth with so much pity, like sweet and bananas. Maharaj, Maharaj, Acharya, Karma Amsa, Bhaktivedanta, Bhaktivedanta Swami, Gaurahari Dasi. Here's the next Acharya. He is the one that follows the Prabhupada. No higher teaching than this one. It touches the heart and changes the mind. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Are there happier people than us? Oh, John Melody. Srila Guru Haridas, Guruji, Guru Maharaj, you came to the world to do what Chaitanya did. You are relishing the meadows of devotion, and that's why you are the preacher of today. There is nobody else who has the power you have, because you're like Chaitanya, his body lives inside. Guru Maharaj, the transcendental body, the body of Chaitanya is extremely powerful. Chaitanya is expanding himself. He's huge, he's a giant, he's perfect in everything. Chaitanya, Chaitanya, golden avatar, golden God, most merciful one. Chaitanya, Chaitanya, of all the universes. Tia Gora Haritas represents you. You are back. Chaitanya, you are back. Never met you. Nobody ever met you unless the disciples of my Guru Maharaj. He gives you the most powerful Chaitanya. My God, He is so strong, so omnipotent, Chaitanya. Nobody gives so much power as you, my dearest friend. You are a star, a shining star. You're a moon, a shining moon. You're the sun without the shades. You are living inside of Guru Maharaj, who acts just like you. Who shows us what you do. Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Gora Chandra, Gora Hari, Gora Chaitanya, 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 Vishwambara, Vishwambara. Hare Krishna, my dearest, powerful Chaitanya, my giant Lord, my powerful lovely. And you're also Sachinandana, my favorite one, my beautiful one. Sachinandana, who comes back, who's always coming when you call him. When the food is ready, you call him. Sachinandana. He's so loving, He's so powerful, so sweet and strong. He wants to come, loyal Lord, to His devotees. Your loyalty is indescribable and beautiful. You're always coming when I call you, because you want to be with me. You gave us so much extra chances, undeserved. We have no merit, but your mercy is extremely big. It's oceans and oceans of nectar you give. And I say the mantra, that you brought and that you gave. The mantra is the key to open the doors of your heart. Chaitanya, thank you for this. Thank you for this other chance. All glories to your coming back, to your revival in Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, Sila Gaura Haridas, you told me how to love by the mercy of God. Chaitanya, I have been told. My Lord wants this, He wants this approach in spirit and truth. He only wants to worship love, it's spontaneous devotion. Get purified and worship like this with pure love. There's nothing like this. It's a life like nothing else. Chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Radhe Radhe, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama. Yeah, this is the protection we also seek. Absolutely. For a few days now, I'm talking to people who had a Kundalini awakening. And They really think that they found out the warm water, like everybody. Some are in a kind of a bliss situation, and then they think, I'm God. Here we are. Here we are. It is all the teachings I realized, and I talked to many. What I need to say is there is nobody aggressive like the Vaidis. I have been talking for the days now the Guru Maharaj is not here. I've been preaching to all kinds of people, all kinds of people. There is no that much aggression as with the Vaidhi Bhaktas. Nobody blasphemed me. Of course, they didn't agree, etc., but people are capable to go into a conversation. It was actually a nice experience for me, um, especially to discover once more that, my God, there is nothing as beautiful as having a relationship with God instead of thinking that you are God. It's so poor. They receive some bliss and then they think that's God. See, but no, that's only the spirit, that's only the invitation, that's the accueil that you have. But now you are at the start of the path. This is just the start. But for them, this is the stop, this is the end, this is the beginning and the end. You are God. One after the other says, no, 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 Lester, you are God. I am God. No, no, no. You try to explain it, and then sometimes the conversation stops, but there is no aggression. Is it possible to put receiving link here? If it's easy, yeah, it is. Yeah, I always forget that. I wanted to avoid that a certain person came into the stream, and that's why, because, yeah, that person only wants to impose. So let's see if I still know how to do it. Yeah, it's like this. There it is, I think. Yeah. Lalita Madhava says there is no connection. That is strange. But you are here in class. Is there still no connection? Others have connection, yeah? So, Govinda, you're coming in the stream. That's nice. Anyway, I will continue talking. So it's actually very, very. Thank you, Janardana. Very nice to have this confirmation. Um, okay, Yamaman, to have this confirmation once more, and then you hear their experiences, and then you say, but all those paths are so extremely limited. Why don't people want to grow? Why don't you they want more? That is so. There is. There is. Hare Krishna Govinda. How are you doing?
Oh, really good. It's great to see you. Great to be with all the
Okay.
devotees, man. Great.
I think I need to turn off this here because then I hear. Can you talk again?
Yeah, it's great to see you, man. I love your glorifications. Nobody sings like the whole of Vrindavan is singing, man. It's like
Wait,
a
there's
choir of birds.
some sound
Can you hear
here.
me?
I will turn off this. Yeah,
Hare Krishna. Testing.
yeah, this is
Testing.
better now because this was still on this
Oh
mic.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
it's
Hey,
good.
beautiful, man. I love your glorifications. Nobody sings like you. I could try, but I can't do it, man. It's just you sing so beautifully to glorify.
Oh,
I listen to so many people. I was listening to somebody just recently, and they all glories to the spiritual masters, but they never say which ones. And if you point out to them, it's about glorifying the ecstatic devotees. the spiritual master who awakens the spirit, Radhika Krishna.
Yeah.
They just don't get it, man. So when I listen to you, it's divine. It's really beautiful the way you glorify Guru. It's so beautiful. It's
Thank
so
you.
beautiful.
Yeah, but I also get many comments. I delete them from people who just see me and who are not conscious of Krishna, don't know. They say how ugly I'm singing, etc. Of course, I shout sometimes. They have no understanding, but I only want to do it. I don't think. I just want to do it, and I don't care actually how it sounds. Is it beautiful or not for the material ears? I'm not concerned about that. So yeah, there have been devotees as well who blasphemed me over and over and over again, while they actually never proved anything themselves for Krishna, for Guru, never. Uh, I'm not concerned how it sounds materially. I'm only concerned, can I give the spirit now?
Yeah,
Can you feel it?
yeah,
Woo.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you sing and when I've been in your association, remember when we was with River? We was together by the River Trent. I was so out my head, and it's because of your association. I was really stoned on your association, and that's available here. It happens sometimes that you know we see these blue effulgences. I always see them when I hear you singing. Well, many times. Sometimes they're just it's like floating in all these blue lotuses floating. Uh, it's
Uh-huh. I
it's
see the blue
beautiful.
dots as well while I'm singing. So, yeah, I also see that. So it works very strongly also when I chant. So, yeah, then you feel what I feel. And that's actually what we try to do. We try to please Krishna and to please the devotees. The Krishna in the hearts.
Yeah, it's Lord Chaitanya's Harinam Sankirtana is in an infancy, but it's expanding. It's expanding. All these nice devotees like your friend, my friend Fanny,
Yeah,
listening over the fence to Gora Hari and Janine, Amy. There's more of those devotees out there in the world just waiting to connect with this.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's easier to get followers if you just want followers. You promote Varna Ashram and being a nice goody two shoes. You get lots of followers, but this is Lord Chaitanya's grace. This is
Yeah,
amazing. That's
yeah. Here you've got to really think spiritually and not with material eyes and ears, not judging, not checking out Guru Maharaj all the time. That's not in the books like this because you don't understand the books. So here you really need to become humbled, and want to become humbled, and it it is a glorious, glorious path. And sometimes people say, yeah, yeah, but you had a big awakening. No, 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 no. I went through the purification without complaining. That's what I did, instead of fighting Guru Maharaj all the time. That's what they forget. You received so much mercy. No, 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 no. I went through the purification. I followed the path as it is, and not like I want it in my mind, and not trying to change it. I saw a video of Johan. He's still defending himself. He's still fighting Guru now. I saw it yesterday just to check it. I thought, but how is it possible? Can't you let go? He's still talking about Guru Maharaj as that person, but that person, so very downgraded, low graded, or I don't know the word, but you know what I mean. So there's, my God, instead of surrendering, you don't know why you are missing. Don't you want to become a real ecstatic devotee? You don't know what you're missing. You keep on pretending that you know better. This is, I cannot believe. And people are supporting him still. People here in the Sangha are still supporting him,
Who?
spitting
Tell me.
me.
Who? I want to know who.
No,
I want
I'm
to
not
know who.
saying, I know,
Okay.
no, no. Belgium
I have an
devotees.
idea. I have an idea.
Spitting on me because I opened that can of worms, and that spitting is still because Sunday it was, you're nothing at all. You think you're so ecstatic in my videos, etc. No remorse in all those months because you want to bring them on a higher platform. That's our only goal to please Krishna and bring him devotees. Bring him devotees and not brahmanas who know it better. Because that's what we do. We bring them to Krishna, we bring them to Guru first. That's the only thing I want to do. By
Yeah.
showing the symptoms of ecstatic love and by showing the path, by showing who is the one who represents Ishvambara. Is that so difficult to surrender? How can it be so difficult? Ooh, I'm getting hot now. Yeah. It's nice to see you, Govinda.
It's beautiful to see you. Beautiful.
Shall we chant together?
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I've only been singing. And I'm home. Vishnupadaya. Krishna Prestaya Bhutale. Srivate Bhaktivedanta
Chaitanya Lila.
Paramahamsa
Andy's dearest.
Srila Gauraridas
Inakalesha.
Patita Pavana
Killing the Ravanas.
Maharaj
Adeva.
Itiramine
Itinamine.
Namaste
Namaste.
Prabhupada Devi
Prabhupada Devi.
Gauravani Pracharine
Purapani Prashanam.
Nirvishesha
Nivesesha.
Suyavadi
Punyavadi.
Pasachadi Shatari
Paskashadi Sitarine.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda.
Sri Advaita
Shri
Gadadara
Advaita Gadadhara.
Sri
Srinivasade. Woo!
Adhikura Bhakta Vrinda
Adi Gora Tavindra.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna.
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda.
Sri Advaita
Shri Advaita
Gadadara
Gadadhara.
Sri
Srinivasade.
Adhikura Bhakta Vrinda
Adi Gora Bhattavindra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Nima,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Nima,
Hare Rama, Hare
Nima,
Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Nima, Naya,
Krishna
Nima,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Nima,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Sure, Maki,
Krishna
sure,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
sure, sure,
Hare Rama,
sure.
Rama Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Rama,
Rama,
Lalita Ganga, Lalita,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Lalita Ganga, Amanda Ramaya,
Hare
Jai,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Amy
Krishna
Ro,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Fernando,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Jaya
Rama, Rama,
Jaya Jaya Sachinandana.
Jai, Jai,
Jaya
Jai,
Jaya.
Jai, Funny,
Jaya
funny, funny,
Sachinandana.
funny, 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 Subhadra, Rindra, Hare
Jaya
Krishna,
Jaya Sachinandana.
Hare Krishna, Rivayami, Rivayami,
Gurari,
Hare
Guranga, Guranga,
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Guru Chandra,
Nityananda,
Guru Chandra,
Satyananda, Vishvambhara,
Vishwambara. Long arm, long arm Vishwambara, embracing the world.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Radha
Hare.
Madhava,
Hare
Radha
Krishna,
Madhava,
Krishna,
Radha
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Radha, Radha
Hare Rama,
Damodar, Radha
Rama Rama, Hare
Radha Damodar,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Radha
Krishna
Radha
Krishna, Hare
Damodar, Radha
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Damodar, Radha
So Evo asks to make the pictures more big, but then I cannot read the comments anymore. Um, so Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. So yeah, I don't know now. Evo, I will make the pictures big for you. But I'm going to read now, if that's okay for Govinda. Chapter 23, still a long chapter of Canto 10, Srimad Bhagavatam. All glories to my Guruji. Thank you so much for offering me those teachings, for offering me those scriptures the Vaidhi Bhaktas can't read, that they are not allowed because it's so called postgraduate. But you offer me all those teachings, all those books, all those scriptures, because there is much more mercy to find there. And because of your association, I can understand what's written there. And I can relish the mellows of devotion just like you, just like Chaitanya. And that's how I understand what the real Sankirtan movement means. It's about relishing the mellows of devotion. And you can't do that when you have a dry teacher. You can't do that when nobody gave you that spirit inside of your heart. You can't do that when nobody ever explained you the esoteric truth. But you, Guru Maharaj, you did all that. And I can testify for the fact that having a spiritual life is not a duty or a task or a suffering or full of austerities and must, but joy, joy, joy. I sign for it 100 times a day if I need to. I sign for this part because I sign first of all for this guru. Because he brings the extraordinary mercy of Chaitanya, the highest spot in the world, unknown, the narrow gate, unknown, but those who experience it are more happy than anybody else in the whole world. And as long you fight, you stay in your mind. You're not an ecstatic devotee where you stay in your mind. You don't go to that heart. That heart is closed. It's closed. It's not flowing. It's not flowing. The knowledge is not flowing. The spirit is not flowing. There is no love because you're in your mind trying to defend yourself. You're in your mind. In that mind of that big false ego. Even the Kundalini people, those followers of that path, they know that they need to lose ego. They call it ego, not false ego. Even they know that. Of course, it's not as complete and as inconclusive, but they have any idea of that. But here this is purification, purification, purification. We read that all the time. And we witness for the fact that it works. And then you need to become purified by ecstatic devotees. Let them blaspheme. Let them blaspheme. They are only hindering their own path. Not wanting to have remorse. No apologize. It's your choice. It's your choice. Those brahmanas, They were clever. I will read about them now. Text 38. 38. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The Brahmanas then came to their senses. Oh, let me see, maybe I can change here something. Maybe I can change something. Evil, let's see. This is it, man. This is it. Sorry that I didn't think it's Krishna who helps me because I am too stupid to find these kind of solutions. I start reading and boom, suddenly I said, there must be a solution. Okay, is that better, evil? I hope so. So the Brahmanes then came to their senses and they began to feel great remorse. And that's it. It's because you don't come to your senses. You're so in that false ego. There is a person who always, when you correct her, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything. Why are you reacting like that? Why is Gora Hari doing this? Why is he doing this and this? I'm not going into details. What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. No, no, not aware. You don't come to your senses. You have no insight. You don't want to look in the mirror. You don't want to understand it. That's why there is never remorse. And what to say about great remorse? It's never there. Never. That is unbelievable. What a lack of conscience, people. There is something lacking in those hearts. How can you become a friend of God with such a heart? Like I explained in the Catholic Church, the meaning of going to confess before you go to the table with the Lord, it is perfect. That is a perfect ritual if you know the meaning. I never knew the meaning unless few years ago that I was chanting and suddenly I said, aha, that's it. That's why. There was one, and I explained that to devotees who said, no, never with me. That the Lord, while I was chanting in Turkey, um, in the mountains, and I was never chanted with Balaram. We always split it our way. Balaram and Karuna in another direction because I wanted to chant alone. And then I started to chant, and my laughter was, you could hear it in all the mountains there. It was an echo like from all sides, but there was no human being, so I didn't care. And then the Lord showed me a whole movie of my whole life over and over and over again, like a picture before you. It's unbelievable how He shows you actually your motives of doing certain things while you have always been in another consciousness. You thought you did it for this and this reason. And then God says, no, 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 no. And you can't escape. And when God uses people, devotees, to show you the mirror, you can't escape. You can never escape. I have been preaching to Vaidhi Bhaktas a few days ago, and I tell them, you cannot win from me. Impossible. I am the strongest, so give it up. Because I'm backed up by Guru and Krishna. You cannot win. They come with all kinds of scriptures, etc., but it to show me how much more elevated, but that has no effect on me. I just, like a bulldozer, I go over it because my truth is more deep, because I'm really backed up. People start to give it up, or they start to blaspheme, or they give it up. Like in the Kundalini people, they gave it up to talk to me. They suddenly it's silent, and that's okay. At least I planted a little seed. I gave them something, and there are people who are very grateful, very, very. I encountered many of them who say, "Wow, this is eye-opening. Wow, thank you so much for sharing this with me," and keep on asking questions more and more and more. And then there are others who are developed already. No, 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 Lalita. I am God and you are God. We are all God, and yeah, do, there are always proud people, big Mayavadi. But I was talking about that remorse. They know that they need to lose some ego, but they don't know that they cannot control that. They don't know that actually Krishna uses persons, devotees, to purify you out of love. But you start to hate them. That's why I'm so hated. But I keep on doing that out of love, because for me, it's much more easy to just neglect and keep my mouth shut, because all the troubles that I have by showing people the truth, all this trouble, it requires energy. But I prefer to tell the truth. I'm getting so in love with the truth. Guru Maharaj gave me this love, and I inherit that from him. He is so concerned about the truth that he's a real soldier for the Lord. And his example is that is really the most beautiful example that you can have. Somebody who never took concessions, is that the word? No compromises, no compromises. Only God, only truth, and I'm not giving it up. And I'm fighting until the bitter end for my Krishna. That's what Guru Maharaj is doing. And that is so beautiful and so strong. And that if you have that power, if you inherit the power that gives you the highest happiness, can you imagine to feel empowered? To be backed up by God. Can you imagine how that feels? It's really, your heart becomes big, 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 and you want to fight for your guru. Like he fights for his Krishna, like he protects his Krishna. His whole life he gave for that. So yeah, the way how he tells the truth in people's faces, he doesn't care. Nobody needs to love him. Nobody needs to love me. And those who want to be loved, they are so stupid, because they could have been embraced by us, but by always being the demon, you miss your chance. You miss a big chance. Although the Lord is always working, the purification continues. Absolutely. The purification continues if you are in this environment, connected to this environment. It never stops. Freddy says, if we were all God, there wouldn't be differences in opinion. That's true. There is only incomplete realization of the absolute truth. Yeah, it's absolute. That's true what you say. People are too easily satisfied. They are too easily. They feel bliss, and then they say, "I'm God. I know this. This is my realization. I'm God now." Of course, it feels very powerful from the moment you have an awakening, that you feel bliss. But to think then that you are this and this and this and this, no, 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 no. I'm so grateful that I can know that I am warm in stool, And that the more humble I become, the more I can see that I'm swimming in that ocean of bliss and knowledge. And the deeper I go into that state of finding myself as little crumble of dust, the more loving experiences I have. The more you see his potency, the more you see his beauty, his strength, his creation, everything, everything. Um, but Kundalini thinkers are still on the material platform, you know. They have some bliss, but they are still thinking materially. Um, they talk like Maya Mayavati. You can see the Lord in a tree, in science, in the sun, in nature. Yeah, but that is his material energy. That's not. See, it's still not spiritual. Still not. And there is only one real preacher in the world who gives us that experience, explains that experience, and helps us to grow up in that transcendental platform. Um, Guru Maharaj is giving us a spiritual life in the spiritual sky with spiritual friends who are not in the body anymore, but real spiritual friends who are advising you, who are so happy to encounter you. There is nothing more happy making than that, to know I have eternal friends and I don't want to be loved and I don't need to be loved. But this connection, this encounter is so boo, so extraordinary, fantastic, relishing all those encounters. Who could ever think that this is Krishna consciousness? Poor Vaidhi Bhaktas who think I am the Kirtanier. There is no better Kirtanier than me, and I have prem. I say, yeah, but it's not showing you what you write all the time because somebody who has prem doesn't talk like that. And if you would have prem, you would see my prem and you would have the desire to associate with me. But that's not what you do. You want to spit on me, and you're doing that. You spit on me because you're a Kirtanier for 40 years. Oh man, I never said I am this and I am that. That start is already wrong. A Prema Bhakta doesn't talk like that. A Prema Bhakta says, I'm a scumbag. I'm a zero. A woman's too, but my Radha is unbelievable, super. My Krishna. I love to see them dancing. And I'm so grateful that I, little ant, can watch it. That is my life. I don't need name and fame. Here we are. It was there again and again and again. It doesn't stop. What kind of persons are they? Oh la la. Okay. So, but those brahmanas, they came to their senses and they began to feel great remorse. So, if I don't see remorse, Johan, for instance, Johan, there are others. If I don't see remorse, I can only say, man, you still didn't come to your senses. Maybe it helps if we show that mirror. And they thought, we have sinned. See, needs to work. I am wrong. I am the sinner. Mea culpa, mea culpa. We have sinned, for we have denied the request of the two lords of the universe, who deceptively appeared as ordinary human beings. You are the sinner because you don't believe. You think that Silagora Haridas is an ordinary man and that you are on the same level. that's that's a sin. Not recognizing, not believing in in the ecstatic devotees, not seeing the difference between a wannabe and a real empowered one. Who carries that huge, strong, giant body, the transcendental body of Chaitanya inside of him, in all his cells, in all his veins. And you have not recognized that. Oh yeah, yeah, he's a Sudra. Yeah, he's a Sudra, and he gave me an awakening. Let's talk about something else now. Yeah, yeah, let's go over that. Yeah. By the way, yeah. For me, it was also not Srila Gaurahari Das Maharaj Acharya. Yeah, for me, it was also Gaurahari who gave me the awakening. But I had it already. That's I had it already. I always had God. When I was 7, I always had Him. Oh yeah. Then why is your preaching still crap? Why are you playing with a ball and a skateboard with your deities? If you were a Raganuga Bhakta your whole life, you can't cheat me anymore. Finished. You're a sinner. And you need to come to your senses, not only you, others as well, to come to your senses and say, I didn't recognize the power and the potency and the holiness of ecstatic devotees. I blaspheme them, I tease them. Like Karuna, I only come to the Sangha, to the class, to write dirty comments and to tease devotees who want to concentrate. I'm a putana. Because I want to kill that bhakti while Lalita is listening. I want to kill that bhakti inside of her. I want to take away her joy of having a deep communion with God while hearing the conclusive truth spoken by Srila Gauraridas. I want to cut that. I'm a demon. You need to come to your senses instead of keeping on blaspheming Srila Gauraridas. Unbelievable, because you have materialized. You only have materialized after all those years. That says a lot about you. Or you didn't listen, or you are so dark that the knowledge cannot enter your dark heart. You can choose. It's one of the two. But Srila Gauraridas is not an ordinary human being. What he brings is so huge, so big, so empowering, so extraordinary and exceptional that the world, everybody would fall on his ass if they finally would understand and discover it and say, oh my God, this can't be true. This mercy is too big to accept. I did not deserve this. I'm a woman still. This mercy is too big to accept. No, that's not how the world reacts. No. He has his idea and I have mine. So are you going to talk about God like that? Oh yeah, Krishna is ideas. Well, I only believe half of it. No, even not. this what fits me, what fits my false ego. I believe that, but I know for the rest I don't take Krishna seriously. I prefer to have toddler consciousness and to show pictures and pictures and pictures and to write some naive words that are not invoking any transcendental feeling with others. But that's not my goal. I don't want to serve Krishna actually. I don't want to serve the devotees and invoke some transcendental feelings. I only want to show that I am right. That's my goal of life. I am the right fighter. And I'm not happy, but I even don't know that because I am living in that illusion that right fighting makes me happy. That's the rasa I want to dance. But yeah. Taking note of their wife's pure transcendental devotion for Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, and seeing their own lack of devotion. The Brahmanas, they felt most sorrowful, and they begin to condemn themselves. God damn it. It's about time that you could have it. That you see that devotion of Srila Gaura Haridas. It's about time that you finally open your eyes and your heart. And as you see how deep this goes. It is so infecting my heart. He made me a devotee by seeing that. That's how I became a devotee. By having the eyes and looking at him in so much respect and adoration. His devotion is so extraordinary that it can't be different than that he is my eternal master, he is the master. Somebody with so much devotion. He can't be anybody else than my master. Am I seeing that? My first reaction was, oh my God, I am such a lousy devotee. I'm seeing this. What a lousy devotee am I. Not only a lousy housewife, but a lousy devotee. How beautiful is Guru Maharaj when he's chanting. How beautiful is Guru Maharaj when he's preaching and shouting the demons out of your dark heart. I don't want to be a lousy devotee anymore. I want to come to my senses and say, man, but you are unbelievable. You are what is this? How can people be so blind, not seeing that? The Brahmanas felt most sorrowful and they began to condemn themselves. See, that is that change of heart that I never saw with Johan, with Christina, with Shamagori, with Radhe, with Karuna. There is a change of heart with Tarun now. I had many conversations with Guru. There is really remorse. There is really, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Seeing Gorari just like he is, there need to be, there need to be a change of heart. But if you don't, if that is not coming, Well, yeah, then you can wait a little bit longer. And what method can we use actually to change our heart? There are many, many choices, many. We can try this, maybe this helps, and then try that, and then, but when nothing helps, what can you do? Oh, I think there is something wrong with my battery. Just a minute. Huh? Okay, okay. Um, well, the Brahmana said, to hell with our threefold birth, our vow of celibacy, and our extensive learning. I actually never heard the Vaidhi saying that, except Fernando, who is a real beautiful example, my God, of a Vaidhi who is a Vaidhi for such a long time, and who changed his mind very soon, actually. Very soon, by hearing, wanting to hear, wanting to discuss, wanting to believe, um, because he wanted to have Krishna. That is spiritual greed. But mostly they keep on fighting you because they want to stay in that illusion, because that makes them materially happy. They don't know what transcendentally happy is. They don't know how it feels. ISKCON doesn't provide that. To hell with our aristocratic background. Oh, yeah. I am this and I am this and I have this title and I am the Kirtanya and I am the most powerful one. Nobody plays better Mridanga than me. Well, yeah, are you back to Godhead? I don't think so. Is he living inside here? Is he? Is Radhe flowing through all your veins and your cells? Have you been purified by your spiritual master? No. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so. I forgot. You have an aristocratic background. Yeah. That's not what I experience when I read your words. To hell with our experience in the rituals of sacrifice. These are all condemned because we were inimical to the transcendental personality of Godhead. That is what they don't. They all speak about karma. Karma this, karma that, woo, la, 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 offenses here and offenses there. But blaspheming Guru Maharaj, blaspheming ecstatic devotees without any problem, lack of understanding. And you know why you have such a lack of understanding. Now I'm going to say something that you don't want to hear. You have no devotion. That's why you don't understand. That's why you don't have spiritual eyes. You can't see the glow in an ecstatic devotee's face. You can't. It's impossible. Otherwise, you would fall down on your knees and you would surrender and you would beg for forgiveness, but the dark hearts are not capable to do that. Oh, Lalita Madhava writes, when I see you in action, I don't have any hope anymore for myself. What do you want to say by that? Explain me, because what kind of hope? What kind of hope do you lose? Am I too strong to you? Am I too, too confronting? I don't know what your problem is, Janeman. I sometimes chastise him, that's true. But we are always best friends. Oh man. Oh man. There. So You can do that. All your rituals and chanting 16 rounds and get up at 3 in the morning and do all those sacrifices and those rituals and eating prasadam and what I forgot ekadasi and all this and all those. You can do that for all your life. But it's all condemned because you have been inimical to the transcendental personality of Godhead. You are inimical to the real potency. See, Lalita Madhava went to Radhadesh in Belgium. He wanted to preach and he did it once, and the temple president heard that. I forgot his name. Ridai. Ridai heard it. And he went to Lalita Madhava and he said, "You're not welcome if you talk about about Sira Gora Haridas here." See, they block your tongue. It's unbelievable. You can't talk about the real Krishna. No, because then they lose their power. Why can't we openly talk? Mayavadis are welcome there. Tom was welcome there to stay there and do voluntary work and sleep there. And there were many Mayavadis that I met there. I couldn't hear them. I didn't want to listen to them because that's very, very difficult for me. That the way how they look at life and the way how they look at God. But somebody who comes to talk about Krishna, about the real Krishna, no, no, that one needs to shut up. So, and then later, when Balaram was in Belgium, he wanted to see the temple. But it's long drive before we are there. And we were thinking about it, Lalita Madhava and me, for, yeah, maybe we go. And then Balaram said, Lalita, you know what he said, really? Eh? You can ask Jan. Lalita, you can not talk about Raganuga Bhakti. Don't preach there because we will have a fight, etc. You can sit on a bench and chant in ecstasy, and maybe if somebody sees the symptoms, you can do that. You know what Lalita Madhava said? Balaram, we are not going, okay? We are not going. There you go. I could sit on a bench like a nice little girl, but that time is finished, I'm living in another period now. I'm humble to those who I need to be humble to, but not to everybody, not to anyone. No, that's not what the Lord wants. I want to please Him. Je weet dat ik een showmanneke ben. Yeah, I know. But maybe we should talk about that, Janneman. A showmanneke. Well, yeah, yeah. You, je zei het al veel gezegd. You have been humbled these years by being in the association of Silekor Haridas Janneman, because otherwise you wouldn't have that bliss. You wouldn't have that ecstasy. You have been humbled. I understand that you are a Kripa Siddha devotee, and about that I know nothing. And I understand it is a better path that nullifies all that useless Vaidhi. Yeah, it is. It is, Fernando. I know that you understand that because you want to understand it. You had the desire to find Krishna. You don't have that typical Vaidhi mood. You're different. You're really different. And you say what you think, and sometimes we have words, but most of the time it's really working between us. Um, you are the mercy of the Lord in this world. Thanks to Sila Gauraritas. And I want that for me also. Yeah, I know. I know. You will have it because it started up. And I see your change in heart so many times, and that is very surprising. Very surprising because we are not used to that. So, yeah, bravo. Agur Marachizir. The wives of the Brahmanas were Kripa Siddha devotees, of devotees of Lord Chaitanya, easily attain spiritual perfection. Yeah. Yeah. You attain it because of your devotion, and that is more than only being in a little bit of bliss. That is really actively surrendering to the one who gave you that awakening, and never forget that. And and being grateful and understanding that big picture for me, one word. You are my master, Srila Gaura Haridas. My master, that word is so big that I say it in the streets, and the Guru Maharaj say, don't say that, Lalita. Say that I'm your teacher, but I love master. It invokes so much inside of my heart. Master of the Spirit, Master of the Truth, like nobody else in the whole world. Preacher above all the religious preachers. That's why I surrender unto you instead of to religion. That's why I easily can abandon all religion and don't search for religion, don't want religion, because you're such Chitanananda. And I want to surrender to such Chitanananda. There is only one place, that's you. And that is spiritual perfection. Woo! Always growing and growing. I'm so grateful to the Lord that He listened to me when my husband left the body. That I said, "Oh my God, send me a spiritual man." And I asked for that. I asked for a spiritual man. And I didn't know what I really was saying. How could I know that? But now I know that the Lord knew my desire much more than I, and He gave me much more than I can ever expect. And it's never stopping. We are so spoiled. So spoiled. It is fantastic. Look at Govinda. But yeah, these were good brahmanas. They are from the good side, because most of them, no, they don't change in heart. Not at all. They are so deeply attached to their rituals and their name and fame, and to that little illusionary world that they built up, the illusion of religion. That is because he does it and he does it and she does it, so it must be perfect. So let me act like the one who sees the clothes of the emperor, because they act like that. So let's not show that actually I'm not satisfied, that actually I want something else, that actually in my heart nothing is working. No, that's not what they want. They think they are above God, above the one who is carrying that potency inside. They even can't see that potency. That's how that religion blinds them. Jesus said it. Oculum habent et non vident. They have eyes, but they can't see. They need to be purified first. So, purification, Johan. Oh, boys. Just see the unlimited love these women have developed to forward Krishna, the spiritual master of the entire universe. And I know out of experience, I can only have developed this, this devotion, this deep devotion for my Lord. I can only develop that by getting cleaned out, hollowed out, by the cleaning, clarifying words spoken by my Guru. Getting purified by the devotees, Johan, not by the Maha Mantra, by the word of your spiritual master, who has that power to clean you, who has that power to transform you into a real devotee. Siragora Haridas, he is the spiritual master of the entire universe. And it's not because he's not dressed like that and because he's not sitting on a Vyasasan that this is not reality. This love has broken for them the very bonds of death. See, see, love conquers everything, eh? But spiritual love is something much higher than just love, material love. With developing spiritual love, you really break the bonds of death. You really break the attachment of family life. And I did not have to do anything for that. The Lord arranged all that for me. He arranges everything. Well, how do you think that this comeback here can make right decisions and have the power to get rid of her attachment? Do you really believe, guys, that you guys can get rid of your attachments? Do you really believe that? No, you're liars and hypocrites. You act like that, but behind the door, you have tents in the woods for your sexual desire. You rape devotees, you rape kids. You eat, I don't know, but you eat the better food than your disciples. No, you're not a good example. So maybe you better say, my Lord, I'm really not capable. I'm a lousy devotee like Lalita. I give it out in your hands. You purify me, my Lord. Send me a spiritual man. Let him turn me into a real devotee because I can't. I can't. There is a devotee, Polly, then maybe everybody knows her, who has been abused by ISKCON so much, who wrote on her timeline, for me, chanting, I can't chant. I'm so much traumatized by that chanting. Japa is horror for me. Chanakya is the same thing. It is horror because they have been forced and forced and forced, and there was never a result. There was never a result. You know why? Because the association was zero. There was no decent association. There was no spiritual master who was giving you the embrace of the Lord while you're chanting. Nobody woke up that soul. Nobody cleaned those hearts. Nobody gave you that bliss of Srivatera Dharani. And nobody ever gave you the real truth that makes you fly high. Nobody ever gave you the high thinking while you were chanting. So simple living. That's the only thing that they gained, that they got. Simple living. And if you have some living, give it to the temple. That's how they treated you. Poor devotees, getting traumatized, being traumatized by chanting their whole life. So many, I've been talking to many devotees these last days, to many. I heard a lot of stories about abuse, about traumas. Yeah, so you can all get rid of that by surrender to Sila Haridas, because I can promise everybody the Lord will really embrace you and He will solve all those problems. And those traumas, they will melt like snow for the sun. See? And you will have one big consolation. You will have your Lord. You will have your friend, your eternal friend. And first of all, and most important to start with, you will have your master like I have mine. A master you can count on. A master from who you know. He brought me back to Godhead all those years. I know this will never stop. He's so trustworthy. He's only giving. Why can he give so much? Because he's the true vine connected to the source. There is enough to give. There is enough for all the universes. Just be connected to that tap. See, like Guru does. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. 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 Hare
Governor. Oh, Yanaman.
Rama Rama.
Andromeda says, such sweet mercy is beyond measure, and that's true. Yeah, man. Freddy says, Kali Yuga is the age to get kripa. True, Lord Chaitanya and his devotees, yeah, absolutely. That gold man. Sadhana Siddha is good as impossible in Kali Yuga because people are very degraded, yeah. But why don't they admit that they can't do it? They still shout to me, first sadhana and then the bliss, then the ecstasy. They, they act like they can do it, but I know it's not true. I know enough devotees who are not capable to do that. But nobody is everybody is a coward actually, and that whole environment is full of one big lie. I am lying because you are lying, so how can that become a spiritual environment? It's not possible. It's really not possible. You need to have a spiritual master, a leader who pulls you out, who offers you an ark to live on, away from all the rest of the world, in which you can live with your Lord, under the guidance, under the wings of Sirakora Haridas. And the simple living, we live like we want, we eat what we want, we live how we want. Guru Maharaj is never asking us, what did you eat yesterday? With who did you sleep? etc., etc. How many rounds did you chant? No, just be in association. No simple living. Live like you want, but the high thinking is there. High tech of Krishna. What does Govinda has to say? Yeah, I'm waiting as well.
I'm also waiting. I'm relishing listening to this nectar. And you're sharing my heart, so I'm listening to my heart. Glorifications of Guru is you're so spot on. Yeah, it's like this. This is the path. This is the path like it was 550 years ago. Here again, so amazing. People can't believe it. They came from the 14 worlds in Chaitanya's time. You don't think that's you think that's different now? No. Demigods, demons, anybody can get this. Only thing that's the obstacle in the way is not believing. I didn't have a problem you sharing, and I was thinking of, yeah, we hand it over to Krishna. Guru Maharaj's mercy and grace, absorbing that. We can't do it on our own. Even in the rooms, they teach you that. Hand it over to a power greater than ourselves. But these people are so puffed up. They think they can do it through their austerities, the renunciations, the path that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smashed. But they misunderstand that confidential reasons of that pastime. They think he was promoting being a renunciate. They're that dumb in this Kali Yuga that they don't. Unfortunately, I met so many devotees, they think, like, because Prabhupada said it's PhD, Chaitanya Lila, they think that means don't read it. I've encountered that. That is so unfortunate if you're in the Hare Krishna movement to think like that, not wanting to relish, to know Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in his words. These words are as it is. Oh boy. Lalitha, you get me drunk, you get me stoned, man. I don't know.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj made me stoned.
Me too. You remember? You're my big sister. Yeah.
Yeah. What Guru Maharaj gave me is a stoned feeling every day. This is this is a present that nobody ever gave to me. This is can you imagine you can call God and he comes and he makes you happy whenever you want to? That you can control this yourself. That you can control this by knowing that you need your guru. So it's very, very, very special. And yeah, you say even in the rooms they said that you had good teaching there because my brother-in-law he goes there as well, and I admired him. I really admired him. I don't have contact anymore with him, but I admired the way how he really became so humble by being there, and that's required. You become humble by having the right deep understanding. You don't become humble by doing this and playing it artificially. When you really understand, I'm a nothing at all, and I depend to my God Almighty. Uh, I I can't do it on my own. That's really it's happy making. Being humble is happy making. But they are not. They say that you need to become humble because they are not happy. You have the last word, Govinda.
Wow. 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 Wow.
It's a beautiful word.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what can I say? Wow.
You spoke in beginning. when you arrived in my video as well. The guru was not there yet.
I would like to do more than this physical body can actually sometimes do, but I'm just.
Yeah.
I was thinking this morning I'd like a trip around the UK. I was thinking about it. Again, trip around the UK, listen to Guru Maharaj classes, your classes, but I would like to go back to the rooms, just to share that message, just to learn, still to learn, and
Yeah.
Because I had a solid basis before I come here, and it was the rooms, and it stood me in good stead. So but this is what's been given here. People can't believe it. It's just so amazing. And I just want to give back. I want to give back. When I hear, what Johan says is not Vaishnava. It's not devotee. It's not devotee to say thank you for the awakening. Goodbye. That shows me there's no awakening, no deep awakening, because Bhakti must dance with Vedanta. Radha must dance with Krishna. Even if there was some Bhakti there, it's going to dry up because Radha's going to go. She's going to be like, well, where's Krishna? Oh, she's not here. This is just Putana. This is a cesspool. But it's merciful that he came and he connected with this Sangha. And Krishna can use them as a Putana. All of them can be used as Putanas. And I'm happy to hear that Tarun is coming and having some remorse. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Change of heart. Yeah, that's all it is. That's what I've shared many times in the rooms, that change of heart. But it was also somebody who was praying for me. He was praying for me and this girl. I thank that person. I don't say thank you for the awakening. I remember that person, George, old timer, 50 years sober. I'm grateful to that person. I know he was praying, and I felt Radhika. I didn't know it. It was fleeting until I come to Gora Hari, and then I began to understand you can have this all the time. I would never leave my guru. Like you say, master, I want to serve my guru eternally. For why not? He transformed my life. He gives the ability to step over death. Not that there is a death, but to be in that suffering of samsara will. I look at Shama Rani's videos, man, they're so miserable. That poor woman, they misunderstand that we're against them, but we want to help them. Wake up. Why are you chanting this? Why are you taking this long path? Because of envy and jealousy. You can't accept your god brother. That's what it is. You cannot accept your god brother. Srila Prabhupada had 60,000 of them, and only one of them really came out and was prominent when Prabhupada had done something, jumped on the bandwagon. Narayan, mirage. He's a mirage. There's no devotion. I don't have any faith in that path. I don't have any hatred or love. I'm neutral. Anyway, I don't know, man. It's just great. Every day's great. I put that book together. I said I was going to send you. Yeah, I want to make books for the devotees, the sincere devotees as well. And I don't know. There's so much to do, Lalita. We have to do this more than this one body. That's what I realised. I understand why Narada Muni's doing what he's doing, because you cannot possibly do all this beautiful, wonderful service to Chaitanya. All Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking is we do devotional service. Fallen, degraded, worms in stool, chronic alcoholics, mind problems, total fuck-ups. But he's not looking at that. They're not looking at that. Just that we love them. We chant their names. We get to know them. People don't realize we're getting to know them in these pastimes. Oh, glories to my Adi Guru. With you, I can say our Guru. With you, I can say that. Some devotees, I'm not. So I want to see a bit more strength. When I hear the Belgian devotees stand up and say, Johan Bribos is a piece of shit, then I'll start to warm and have affection toward you. But I'm not seeing it yet. Not, he's just murky, he's dirty, contaminated. No love for guru, no love for the devotees, somebody who doesn't want to look at the Lita, your face, you're a demon. Man, that should be slammed, for his own benefit. Yeah. He's under the principality of Putin, a big time, man. Anyway, it's all exciting. It's all exciting. Anyway, I've spoken so much, Lita.
Me too.
I hope I hope that you're feeling better, Gora Harry, and this is easing that pain. Sometimes I put cloves directly on the toothache, and that really numbs it. I've done that before. So
Yeah, but
that
if he has fever and dizzy, that means maybe it's an inflammation in the gum on the root of the, and then you need to do something.
yeah, my teeth
It makes
and
you
my gums.
dizzy. Yes.
Yeah, my teeth and my gums are in a terrible condition from drinking. So that is, I did get bad inflammations and things, and that's what I used to do: put cloves
Yeah.
and whiskey. But I mean, that just a nip, just a teeny bit can also numb the gums. Whiskey, cloves, mash it up. I just put it there. You don't have to get like really drunk on the whiskey. Just put it in there and let it seep in. Yeah.
I remember that I used to do that as well, whiskey, and then I spitted it out, and my kids couldn't. They were laughing at me. Come on, mom, just drink it. You
Yeah,
spitted good whiskey.
yeah. Just to let it soak into the
Mm.
gums can be very
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
soothing
yeah.
to the pain with
Yeah.
cloves. You know. And yeah.
Okay, this was something else.
Wow. There
Yeah,
was something else. Yeah. I'm going to come more. We should do more of this.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Very welcome. Very, very
Oh,
welcome.
thank you for all your service. I love that you connect with the devotees and actually speak to them. That's a beautiful service, Lilita. That's really beautiful that you do that. I think it's
Yeah,
amazing what you do for this Sangha. Thank you,
yeah,
man.
but
It's amazing.
I was not talking now about devotees on the Sangha. I was talking with many, many people.
Yeah, I understand that. That's important to do that. It shows
Yeah, sometimes.
a personable aspect, because there's no personable aspect with these gurus who've got thousands and thousands. There's no personable aspect.
Mm.
They they
No,
will
no.
that's anger in Belgium, Bangladesh. I've also been deleted from for asking questions. Ecstatic Bliss London, the same as can't ask questions. It's just, so what you're doing is
They
beautiful.
deleted you? They deleted you in Radhadesh?
Yeah, there was a live class one time, and I was asking questions. Um, I, I've been thrown out more sanghas than I was ever thrown out of pubs. Honestly, I've never thrown out of a pub. Never ever thrown out of a pub that I remember. But all these Vaishnav communities, they throw me out of temples, their online temples, and I think I might have to go in disguise. I've been thinking about that one, to go in disguise into these temples somewhere, just to play around and cause mischief, make obeisance to the deities the wrong way, and do mischief, but for a playful purpose. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking, yeah,
Turn the tables upside down, yeah.
that's it. That's exactly it, Lolita. Yeah.
Um, okay, guys, we're going. Bye bye, Govind.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye, everybody. See you later. Bye bye.